Welcome back everyone, it's Lala, and this is my final video for 2024. I want to first start by saying thank you to every single one of you for your support of coming back and watching my videos, and a big welcome if this is your first time. And if you're not already familiar with who I am behind the camera, I am a lover of many things, but especially stationery, and not just the love of stationery, but how I'm using them functionally and sharing that information with others. So I'm going to start with what worked really well. What was a new discovery for me this year, and what I will continue into 2025, and then pretty much what I'll be using just in general, everything. Okay. So the first thing is a commonplace notebook. I didn't quite understand the concept of a commonplace a notebook, but this year, starting in May 2024, and tonight I'll put December 2025 on the outside. I already dated the inside. This became a very, I would say, rewarding experience of putting various things in a notebook. And this is going to be like your field note size, this notebook, and I've shown this on previous videos. Look, it's all beat up, marks, scuffs, whatever, but it's held up from May to all the way to December. This is through Rote Runner. This is their pocket notes notebook. Again, this is going to be in field note size. Lots of pages that are numbered, and there is an index. The first couple of pages are indexed, and I'm not going to show you everything in here because it's pretty personal. Different things I would put in here would be like if I watched something like a documentary and there was something very impactful in that, and I would write it in here. If I had some thoughts about a topic, I would put it in here. Maybe if I was doing a Bible study, a scripture reading and study, and something really spoke to me, I would put it in here. I would put all kinds of different things, even ideas for YouTube videos. I would put it in here. Just anything that I felt was something that really wasn't a throwaway. Okay, so I'll put it like that. Things that weren't really a throwaway note would go in here. Okay. So yeah, and I am at the very last page 79 and 80, and I think what I will do is write a couple of key things down in here tonight to close this out for 2024. And then I already have the next color in blue ready for 2025. And so I would keep this with me, whether it's at work, definitely when I'm at home sitting on the sofa. I would generally have this with me. If I didn't have any other planner right by me, generally this is going to be right by me, because there's usually something that will pop up in my head, or something I'll see or notice or remember that I would put on here. Okay, so this is my commonplace notebook, and this the way I use it may not be the same as someone else, or even the definition of a commonplace, but this is how I've been using it, and I'm very happy to continue doing that. All right, so that's one item. The next item, which is in a field note size notebook, and this is just like a dashboard cover that I've had in my stash before, but this is a Word notebook. So mainly it's just the Word notebook, okay? And I love Word notebook because they have all these different cool covers, just like field notes. And so, yeah, made in the USA. I've shown this numerous times. And then sometimes they'll do, I guess this was one of those collabs, because then it says 10deep.com, www, and then Word Notebooks. So I don't know what 10 Deep is. Matter of fact, literally right now, that's the first time I paid attention to this 10 Deep. But I use one of these. I like to have one of these with me just for grocery lists, because it has this kind of bullet style, just like the notebooks from Roadrunner. It has kind of a, do a little comparison. It's very light, but you can see here how there's that bullet over the side. And then we have the Word notebooks, their style of a bullet. And then Word notebook, they are lined after that bullet. And then this one is dot. Okay. So yes, I like to have one of these, just one of the notebooks by itself, just for grocery lists. This was already set like this, so obviously I've carried it around like this before with this and one of those craft folders from Traveler's Notebook. But generally, I just have it right by itself. Okay. And sometimes I have that in my wallet, but otherwise it's going to be in my purse to update my grocery list. All right. So something new I'll be using, not the Hobonichi Mothers edition cover, which I've had for some time, but the notebook that's in here, which is the Kinbor, and I got the Chinese Snake Special Edition, and it is an A6 size, like the Hobonichi A6, so that's why I'm super excited that since I'm not using the Hobonichi planners, that I can still use my covers, because I do have a nice little collection of these A6 size. And so I have this Kinbor. I've shown this in a previous video, and this is their daily, and I really like it. And pretty much what I'm going to be doing with this is just using this for daily journaling. I might also put in, you know, like in the monthly, what I've read, the book I've read when I started, finished it, but just a fun notebook, just a fun daily journaling notebook. That's and mainly just journaling. Okay, so the Kinbor in a Hobonichi A6. All right, and then the next one is going to be my constant, which is my plotter in the Bible size, so personal size is the same size. And I like using the plotter because it's narrow with very tiny rings. And this forces me to only have in here what I absolutely need. Primarily, this is used for my projects, certain areas of life. And so I compartmentalize my life. And I will show you what I mean is by using their different, their like project manager folders. And what I do is, I didn't write a title on this, but this is like just everything. Collections are in here. If I'm working on a family, like we just had Christmas. And so I was hosting my home to the family for Christmas lunch. And so I used one of the task manager sheets and everything that had to do with it, who was coming, who was bringing what, the game we were playing, and, you know, all the stuff, the shopping list for me to, you know, things I need to make sure I bought. But I have different collections in here. So this is like my collections, whatever. Then I've titled this one for my dolls and diorama projects. So that's a new section. that is ongoing. So that's why it's in the plotter here. And then I have one that I just put together with inserts for health. And I'm going to show you what inserts I have in here. I'm not going to show you the ones that I've already started writing because it is personal, but I'm going to show you the inserts. So let me make sure. Okay, so I just recently purchased from A Printed Life, and it says a planner style and function. These inserts are the medical appointments inserts, so it's like two appointments per page. So it has, and we'll just look at them for the body here. So it's medical appointments up here, and then it has name, so it's going to be me. I don't have any young children anymore. They're all grown, living on their own. The date, the time of the appointment, the doctor or medical group, reason for the visits and my concerns, and any notes. And then my blood pressure and heart rate. And so as I've gotten older, not old, as I've gotten older, these are things that, are, just a part of life that I need to stay on top of. I have had more medical appointments this year. So yeah. And then I purchased the blood pressure log. This is very important. Every week I try to, sorry, I just dropped something. Every week I try to make sure I check my blood pressure. And then these inserts, these are a weight tracker sheet that I've had in my collection of personal size inserts for some time. I'm trying to see if I can get this from Cloth and Paper, the weight tracker. And I'll just show you a sheet. See, and I have stuff in my stash, y'all. So, all right. So these I've had and I have been using for a couple years, actually. So this is the weight tracker. You put the date, the weight, gain or loss, and any notes because, yes, my health, again, is very important. And I created this health section in my planner, in my plotter. And so I want to keep this with me. At first, I was just going to keep it in, this full-size Moterm personal size, where I have various inserts that I've used and stuff, But I also keep the other areas in here that I don't need with me at all times. So I have a section here for my dog Tessa. This one is empty now, but I had collections in here separated in here. Social media and GTD. And then there's a nonprofit I was working on, which is this yellowish one. And then working on my family tree. And then a thesis project I was working on that was a personal project. So anyway, I keep these extra ones in here. And if I find that maybe if I'm actively, because I do want to renew my account through Ancestry.com, then what I'll do is once I do that, then I will pull that family tree one out of here, and that will probably go in my plotter. If I find that I'm working on that a lot compared to maybe once a week or something like that. Okay, so yeah, so all the extras are in here. And, and then I have all the different inserts from Plotter and then some extra. Oh, and I have the monthlies in here for 2025. And I keep that as like a master calendar, a master year-long calendar. When I posted YouTube videos, when I've had doctor's appointments, dental appointments, vacations, whatever. The master calendar is in here. So it's like no matter what, since I do switch planners through the year, I switch back and forth and all over, the monthlies from Plotter are going to be a constant. And then I put like, about 5 months or so of the monthlies in here. And then I have the rest here. And then I'll just, after 2 months, like say into February, then I might take out January and then put in another month or so or whatever. It just depends, because the thing is, again, we have very small rings on this, and so I can't bulk up this with things I absolutely don't need at that moment. All right, so the plotter, it tends to be with me every day, even when I go into the office. And then there's sometimes it's not with me when I'm outside of the house, because I may not really need it, but it is definitely a weekly. And then I have another separate insert, and I did put a section, just a tab section area for vehicle maintenance. Again, though, this isn't something I will need every single day, but I can log in everything, especially like the oil changes, when I've had, the tires adjusted or whatever, rotated. That's the word I'm looking for. Oh, anything regarding my vehicle, I use one of these. Okay. So those are ringed inserts. And then the last thing is my sterling ink. And currently I have it in my Superior Labor through Baumkuchen, their collab cover. I have the full year sterling ink in the B6 Slim, the common planner, a full year. All right, and I got my BTS, and I'm using currently the January subscription sticker box or whatever from Sterling Ink. I tried it out and I decided, okay, I'll go ahead and do the February. I'm not going to promise myself I'm going to get every single month, but it was really cute collection. And I can't show you the pages really that I have set up because I've already have started using this. But I've shown the Sterling Ink common planner in previous videos. Just so you know, since it's a B6 Slim, yeah, this isn't anything. I am also going to be using my Jibin Techo, the pencil board in here, and it fits perfectly in here. And then I have these printables. These printable sticky notes through Mommy Plans. I've shown these before too, and these are her GTD sticky notes. So we have inbox, next actions, waiting on. There's also a projects and blanks, but these are the main ones that I tend to use. So I have this already set up. I have my Sterling Ink on here, sub box that I'm waiting on, and then something else I'm waiting on. So yeah, these are already prepped for 2025. I guess one other thing is I use those circle sticky notes as tabs. Yeah, I have some on top for tracker page. But yeah, I've used those as tabs for different sections so I can easily go to those sections. I did not buy any special tabs. The sub box does give you that month's tab. So I do have January. So I have January for the monthly up here, and then I have the January, I believe, in here for the weeklies, in the weekly section. One thing I would wish for is, And I have not checked because it might be an option, but through Sterling Ink, if you can just buy all the full year's tabs in one, right? Like, one set. Now, that might be something that is available. I have not taken the time to look because I only thought about it when I started using the sticker set. All right, and so yeah, so this is my main planner. This will be with me at all times. I may change out the cover. I have my Chic Sparrow here, TN, that I've been using with some the printables through DIY Fish, which I absolutely love. I actually wrestled with, maybe I'll just go ahead and get the year set for the DIY Fish inserts that I've been using and go ahead and pay FedEx to print them all. But that would have been very, very expensive, like almost like double the price of this full year Sterling Ink. Anyway, but I reserve the right to still go ahead and make a purchase of the DIY Fish inserts again at some point in the year because I can. So yeah. So, but I have this cover, and then I have some other covers that are B6 Slim that I can use for the Sterling Ink. The reason why, though, I prefer the cover, the slipping cover, more than the TN is because of the bound book. It's not having that rubber band in between. It's just not ideal for me. I like for my book to feel like it truly is, the pages are laying flat. When I have the rubber band, the band that you slip your inserts through, this, yeah, there's some workarounds to make it work, but we'll see what happens over the next month or so. Also, too, I would just want to say, the Jib and Techo, their like zip cover that has the card pockets here and then the zip, and how it sticks into your covers is this plastic flap. So I'm able to use that also with this Sterling Ink and this Superior Labor cover. Okay, and this is full leather, and I've had this for a number of years. I have my favorite pins I've shown before, my favorite stencil from Hobonichi I'll continue using, and pretty much that is what I have that I'm going into 2025. Yeah, main planner, journal, common planner or commonplace notebook, whatever, grocery lists, and my plotter for different projects and such, compartmentalizing my life. This is pretty much it. And again, this is just for groceries. This isn't really, I'm not menu planning or anything. That's what I got going on, right? The main ones that we would consider planners is going to be these two. And that is it. All right. So I hope you guys like seeing what I've got going on for 2025. What I'll be doing tonight is I have to finish reading my current novel. I'm very close. It will get done. I'm reading Days at the Morisaki Bookshop. I started on this like a couple months ago. It's borrowed through my library, and I didn't finish it before my due date for returning the book was up. So I got it back. My name came back up on the list, on the hold. And the great thing also too, I just realized with getting this book back is I didn't have to figure out where I had left off at when I first borrowed it and didn't finish it. Soon as it became available for me again, got it loaded back on my Kobo, which was very simple syncing. I didn't have to do anything special besides go in the Libby app and indicate, yes, I'm ready for this book again. And it synced up with my Kobo and synced up to where I had left off, and I continued reading. So right now I'm on page 200, 271 pages. And so I have 71 pages left to read. I am almost done with this book, you guys. I'm on chapter 7. I'm on page 8 of 20, the 8th page of 23 pages in chapter 7. Yeah. Okay. This is my book. This is also, it's not my planner, but this is something that's very important to me as my e-reader. I also have a Kindle Scribe. I have Kindle Fires. I have an iPad. I think an iPad Pro, whatever. I've had that thing for a long time. That pretty much I just use as a desk television. But even though I've been a Kindle person for a long time, this Kobo has been the baby. Yep. I love being able to borrow books from the library. It saves me a lot of money, and it doesn't keep me locked into Amazon to enjoy books that aren't available through Kobo's books because of the lockdown that Amazon has with certain authors and publishers. I can go to the Libya and borrow. In general, I haven't found a book yet that I wanted to read and it was only available on Kindle. I've been able to get those same books through my library on my Kobo. I'm just saying. Anyway, that's my little rant about that. But yeah, this is also very important, and I got to finish this. And so after I'm done with reading my book tonight, I'm going to finish my logging. I'm going to put a last little thing in this commonplace notebook here. I'm going to put the last of my bill payments in the Sterling Ink monthly TN size, regular TN size notebook that's in front of me here. I'll put my last bill payments in there, and I'm going to be archiving everything that I have for 2025, 2024, with the other things that I've decided to keep over the last couple of years from, my planner stash. So it gets closed up. It gets archived. So that is it. And I will be praying. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to be praying about what my goals will be overall for 2025. That's something I'm going to be doing differently. I'm not just going to be setting my goals, but I'm going to be praying about what the Lord wants me to do this year, this coming new year. Of course, I have my reading challenge. That's my fun part of my life. God, Lord lets us have some fun and hobbies. As a Christian, we don't have to be stiff. We can have fun and we can laugh and, all that, because it's quite obvious if you've been watching my channel. So yeah, I'll be setting my Goodreads challenge for 2025. How many books? This year I set it for 25. I think that's probably the lowest, maybe, books I've challenged myself to finish for the year. It's just because I had so many different things I've enjoyed, hobbies. So I'll be setting that tomorrow, but my actual goals, I will be setting that after I pray. After I have some good time with the Lord in the morning and thanking the Lord for getting me, being with me, protecting me, guiding me, and renewing my spirit through this year, even through those hard times, I still praise God. I praise God. Thank you. And I thank God that you guys have been here to support me. That's such a wonderful gift, and I'm very grateful. So here's to closing out the year strong, finishing our book. We're going to focus. Less TV, reality, silly television tonight. I think my reward will be after I finish it, then I'll go watch episode, episode 5 of Squid Games 2. And we'll talk about that another time, maybe. Let me know
actually in the comments if you're watching Squid Games too. I was so excited when it was announced that it was finally on the horizon. I think I found out like over a month ago. So the Squid Games was going to be released December 26th. And there's only 7 episodes. And so I've been slowly watching them because it's going to be over too fast if I watch every episode all in 2 nights. Anyway, I'm off my rant. Thank you guys. Hey, see the links below for our Jibin Techo Japanese Planner Facebook group. We love to have more people join us. We have people from all over the world. I think we're over 3,000 members, and and share with the group if you got your Japanese planner and how you're using, what you're using, and all that good stuff. But do put your comments and questions below. You can even just say hi. And then I'll see you in 2025. And God bless you. And good night. Bye.